What are you doing in my swamp? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1962 movie, The Legend of Lobo. So this movie is based on a story by Ernest Thompson Seton, and follows the story of a young wolf named Lobo. We see him from the beginning of his life when he's just a baby, and it follows him as he grows up, and him and his family have to keep moving and stuff because of cattlemen and stuff invading their land. And after his parents are killed by the cattlemen and stuff, he becomes like this lone wolf and starts a family with this wolf that he meets, and he also kind of becomes an outlaw and stuff, and has like $1,000 hunting bounty on his head, and he's trying to find a way to get back at the cattlemen and stuff, and and one day he has to find a way to stop them from killing his girl. This is a really fun movie. I've always absolutely loved this movie. It's one of my favorites that I used to watch all the time as a kid. It was actually one of my grandpa's favorite movies that I used to watch with him a lot and stuff, and he got it for me on VHS, and I wore that sucker out. And then after the tape got wore out, I had a really hard time finding this movie. It's taken me almost 20 years to finally get to see it again, because it's really hard to find. And I ended up, when I got my stimulus, I found it on eBay, so I went ahead and ordered it, and I watched it again today, and it still holds up really good. It's not like one of those movies that I think a lot of people are gonna love, and most people probably have never heard of it. It's not really a nature documentary movie, but it's kind of like one, but it actually has a story and stuff. But the movie's told through narration by Rex Allen, and featuring songs from the Sons of Pioneers and everything, so I thought that was really cool. And Rex Allen has done narration for a lot of other great movies, like The Incredible Journey, which also came out in the 1960s, which was a animal movie that Walt Disney did. And he also did the narration for Charlotte's Web, and another one of my favorite movies that I might be reviewing here before too long, that it's kind of like Legend of Lobo, called Charlie the Lonesome Cougar. But I really enjoy this movie quite a bit. It doesn't really get the love it deserves. Most people don't even remember it and everything. I was really hoping that Disney would have it on Disney Plus and stuff, but so far they haven't put it on there. It's kind of just a forgotten movie, but it's one I've always really loved. That the cinematography in this movie is really good, really great shots and stuff of the desert and stuff. That the animals and stuff are really cool. It's fun watching these real life animals and stuff, and you don't get stuff like this anymore, where you get to see real life animals doing stuff and stories and stuff, and it just is really entertaining. It's not going to be for everybody though. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't find this movie that interesting, but I've always absolutely loved it, and it's taken me forever to be able to find it again, so it was awesome getting to revisit it. And it's not very long either. It's only like a little bit over an hour, which is probably about the perfect running time for it. It doesn't overstay its welcome or anything, and it's really entertaining. And I definitely recommend it if you can find a way to watch it. It might be on YouTube. I've never looked on there to see if it's on there, but as far as I know, it's not on Disney Plus or any of the other streaming sites. But if if you can find a way to see the movie, I definitely would recommend it. I don't know that I'd say you should pay $20 for it like I did, because unless you're into these type of movies, I don't know that it'd be worth paying that much for. If you're not into these type of movies, you might not enjoy it. But I personally love these kind of movies and everything, and I think it's a really fun movie. And it's one of the ones that's just a childhood favorite of mine. I used to watch this movie all the time as a kid, and it's really fun movie. It kind of has a western feel to it with nature and animals and stuff, and it's a unique story. And I wish that Disney would go back to making movies like this. They don't make them like this anymore. I mean, I don't think the closest they've gotten in recent years are like the Disney nature documentaries, but even those aren't the same as this. It's just really fun movie and everything. So I'd say I'd give it a 8 out of 10. It's definitely worth checking out and everything. I mainly did this video because I just want to make people aware of this movie, because I've always really liked this one. I feel it's really underrated. I've recommended it to a lot of people. Most of them have never been able to find it, so they've never watched it. But if you have seen this movie, let me know in the comments what you think of The Legend of Lobo. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.